Borno Governor Babagana Zulum has charged the military to leave internal security during the next Saturday governorship election in Ondo State and concentrate more on counter-insurgency operation in the northeast. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the combined Chief of Army Staff Quarterly Conference in Maiduguri, Borno State, yesterday, Zulum said he was a bit scared when the army chief mentioned the successes recorded by troops during the Edo poll and efforts to repeat same in the coming Ondo election. When the chief of staff talks about the success story of Edo election and forthcoming Ondo poll, I was a bit scared because I want the attention of the military to be in the forefront fighting the insurgency, he said. He also asked the army to embark on confidence building and confidence sharing with the communities where they are currently carrying out various operations. He urged the military to take the battle to Boko and embark on what he called clinical clearance of Boko remnants after every operation. He commended the military on renewed vigor in the counter-insurgency operation in recent time. Lieutenant General BURUTAI had commended officers and men for the display of professionalism during the September 19th election in Edo State. BURUTAI said their performance was adjudged satisfactory and highly commended by all sections of the society. He said their conduct was in tune with his strategic directive for 2020, which is to sustain the professionalism and responsiveness of the Nigerian Army in the discharge of its constitutional rules. He said he was happy that his directive on professional conduct was permitting through the ranks as was evident during the recent conduct of Operation Safe Conduct in Edo State. This is the standard that must be upheld always, and I expect nothing less in the coming Ondo State governorship election on the 10th of October. We must continue to chart progressive path towards tackling the security challenges confronting the nation, he said. As part of efforts to tackle the prevailing security challenges confronting the country, the Nigerian Army has taken delivery of more sophisticated platforms and war equipment for its operations. The Chief of Army Staff said while some of the platforms were procured from foreign sources, some were sourced locally through local ingenuity and collaborations. To this end, the Nigerian Army recently took delivery of key platforms to reinvigorate our operations. These include the VT-4 and FT-1 tanks, the KI light tactical vehicles, as well as the SH-2 and SH-5 self-propelled artillery guns. Post-treatment training is ongoing on these equipment and they would soon be inducted into the theater. The Nigerian Army received some armored personnel carrier from Jordan and we are expecting the delivery of other major capabilities. Furthermore, through local ingenuity, Nigerian Army facilitated the production and delivery of the Proforce MRAPs, Ezugu MRAPs, as well as the Conqueror and Champion barriers. Despite teething challenges in the new innovation, these platforms have no doubt enhanced the effectiveness of our troops across various theaters. We will continue to work assiduously to ensure that we support our operations with equipment and platforms, he said. BURUTAI, however, urged the commanders to ensure judicious deployment of the assets in order to justify the huge resources expended on them by the federal government. He said the ongoing operations in different parts of the country to curtail the activities of criminals had witnessed tremendous successes. The Chief of Army Staff said the military had done well in curtailing the activities of insurgents, armed bandits, kidnappers and cattle rustlers, as well as farmer-herder clashes and other crimes. He urged the field commanders to sustain the tempo of operations to ensure the total decimation of all the inimical forces across the country. According to BURUTAI, the Nigerian Army had done well in Operation Lafia Dole and the recently launched Operation Sahel Sanity in the northwest and rid the Katsina-Zamfara corridors of Marudian bandits. Okay, you see, I'm sure that the governor of Borno State is just trying to be diplomatic, because he said he was scared when he heard the man bragging, priding himself that they do election, this and that they did well. You could see, you could hear what he was saying. Just ordinary election that is not supposed to be anything. That is what we are now making as if it is really war. That now the army were supposed to be, army went there and things went the way it went, and they are now priding themselves. Oh, is talking about this other election coming up? What's this? The Ondo State one. The man said he was scared. It speaks volume. He was scared. Like seriously. So this is what these guys pride themselves over. No, there's no war there. There's nothing going on. There's no violence. There's nothing. If not that the way they are the ones that have bastardized all of them working together, both different arms of government working together, they have brought this country to its knees. Why should we be conducting election and such thing will be happening? We all know the reason why everything went the way it went. We know. So they should stop all this. This is telling us that it was out of professionalism, this and this and this and that. Why is that? Why has that not happened since he relocated? Since March or April this year, he relocated to Borno State. He was giving us all manner of hopes, telling us all manner of things that, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to do this is going to do that. Why is it that on a daily basis things are still happening, even to the extent, even the governor himself, we are not even talking about the citizens. These people are now bold to even be confronting the so-called sitting governor, the chief security officer of the state. We are even talking of that one. Do you know that these people are bold? These Boko people, they are bold to the extent they still take the whole thing to the doorstep of the army, to their barracks, to their domain. So what are we talking about? Ordinary election. That is how they, you see, they exhibit this act of mediocrity. Honestly, you can imagine their counterparts in other countries will not be hearing that a whole chief of staff is bragging that the election conducted was successful because he deployed his men there. The same story, the same story. Some people will be falling in for that. Like I said, the governor was just trying to be diplomatic, because if you say you are scared, he would have used, oh, he was ashamed for COA, Chief of Army Staff, to be priding himself, bragging that this and this and that. We have a long way to go. In as much, some people are really economical with the truth, some people are not ready to do the right thing. There's really problem in this country. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this.